Well, it's good to be back.
Yeah, and we have a cake to celebrate.
Oh, really? That's nice. Thanks. With what money though?
The winnings from the contest, remember?
Which one? Uh, we haven't submitted anything.
Really? Then whose money did we use?
Hopefully not my money. Right?
Um,
Well, hello there. I am Noah once more, and this is going to be the second work in progress video that we're gonna make. And I think we have two main things to show you. Let's begin. We start off with the droid companion, which is a relative of our two bots, Annie and Laurel, which you can see in action, by the way, in our very first video on the channel. I'll link that in the description below. Instead of using a sphere and making booleans, I used a rounded cube to make sure that I have those edges forming up to be a grid. I also used the cast modifier to ensure the spherical shape in the final design. This bot is going to be different as it will be able to revolve its lens around the center axis of the body. You can see here that there will be two layers of shells. One is open and the other one contains the lens proper. Another difference is through the lens, which will be able to move inward or outward as a way to zoom. With that alone, the armature of this round cutesy bot is going to be a little more complicated than the Annie and Laurel bots, but I think I handled it pretty well. I proceeded to add some textures, which I think were basic enough. Unlike the ship's exterior, which relied only on procedural methods, this one was a little mix of traditional and procedural to get that specific white line pattern in the body. Just like the ship, however, the thrusters and greebles follow the same principles. Overall, it was a quick creation process which took me about 5 to 6 hours to make, which was amazing that I managed to have such a length of time during all the studying. So yeah, also we haven't submitted in the Star Wars short fan film contest because of schedule constraints and the difficulty of creating the skit itself. But it's fine. I think because of this, we could get creative. We could maximize the time for polishing every single part of the sketch, including the animation. The second main event is the droid pilot, which will do most of the piloting. Well, I started off with downloading a free HK unit from the internet to use as a reference for the scale of the limbs, torso, and the head. I was always tempted to start making the final design, but thankfully I did not. After the blocking, I started with the head, which went horribly for the first attempts. After a day or two of figuring out how to make it, I settled with using the reference model and used the technique used for topology for the first few polygons. And then I ended up with how I pretty much envisioned the droid's head to look like. I proceeded with the torso, the pelvis, the arms, the legs, and then the dreaded hands, which took a while to make because of the fingers. Off screen, I added an armature which I assembled from scratch, as I also took the opportunity to learn the basics of armatures, rigging humanoid characters, and inverse kinematics, which by the way makes animating a little easier. Also off screen, I did the shading and in a way texturing of the pilot, which was interesting since I learned a few more nodes that I could use to further improve upon the look we went for. Anyway, here are a few things that I want to show you, which is a product of all that learning and work. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, follow our page at Hanxious Entertainment. We strive to find time to make quality videos every day. And for the next video, probably I'll show you the background, which I will create an HDRI instead of putting the planet and the other asteroids into the scene itself, which would get complicated. Well, until then, see you soon. Bye!